Hello everybody and welcome back to Three Rivers Karting, where today, on this fine Wednesday in May, we're going to have a few new drivers here for this endurance race. So I don't have the complete list of all the new drivers, but a few of them are employees. We have not seen them in previous endurance races. Joined with me in the booth today is Rat Miata.
Hello everybody.
And so the karts are now already leaving the pits. Two are gone. One person already does not have any power. Kart number 10.
False start and qualifying.
And all the other karts are still stuck in the pit lane, so.
Looks like they had to do a reset. Somebody touched the gas pedal when they weren't supposed to.
Someone was being a little naughty today. So.
And it was Carl, of course.
Of course it was Carl. Also known as Chronic. So, Speed 4, first person out on Speed 4 is kart number 10. Not entirely sure of who that is. I believe it's BT Clutch. But I cannot confirm that. Behind him is going to be Joe. Then Carl.
That's BT Clutch.
That is BT Clutch.
Kart 10, I believe, is...
That's Dean, I think.
It's either Dean or his teammate.
We'll be able to see on the timing sheets here in just a moment. I hope everyone at home is doing well. Make sure you guys let us know exactly how the video quality is doing, how the audio quality is doing. And just gotta pull up some telemetry here so that us here in the commentary booth can see a full screen of exactly what kind of times we're running. So that person who was in front is Subi, also known as Peyton here. He is a worker. BT Clutch just barely beating him out with the 17.225.
Cheating employee.
Cheating employee by Drew there. Not entirely sure about the cheating part, but he is definitely an employee here at Three Rivers Karting. Our other drivers that we have out here on the qualifier is BT Clutch, kart number 5. He is currently going through the first corner there. He is in that bright yellow jacket there. It's quite hard to miss him. Then behind him with the 17.35 is Chronic. In fourth position, Joe, kart number 12. 17.4 as BT Clutch is the first person into the 16.9s. Just barely into the 16.9s. Kart number 5 seems to be working up for him. He's really firing up those tires. Behind Joe in fifth position, kart number 11 is Dawn with a 17.69. And Xenos in sixth with an 18.3.
It's going to be an interesting qualifying to see if these drivers can get around some front tires that are starting to go. In practice, the front ends weren't very responsive, but hopefully with track temp coming up, we'll get that grip back.
Hopefully. So once again, everybody at home, it says Mike could use a slight bit of gain or get a bit closer to it. Besides that, it sounds good. So just let us know exactly how that is. I'm also going to change the audio to be a stereo. So that might help it out a little bit. So you'll be able to hear me through your left ear a little bit. I don't know exactly how that's going to sound.
And with a lot more expensive equipment than we're used to.
That is correct. So I just changed the audio once again. So Jaden, once again, let me know exactly how everything's doing. BT Clutch beating his 16.96 just by barely going down into the 16.95s. Once again, the only driver into the 16s, which is kind of surprising. Carl goes a 17 flat, so not quite into the 16s just yet.
He's going to be upset with that. He's going to see 3 zeros and get real mad at himself.
That's really something that you should be kind of proud of, but you always want to, take that last little spot down into the 16s, because he never broke into the 16s, and now he's stuck in traffic. He's starting to really calm down his laps a little bit as Dawn actually moves up a position, going in front of Joe with a 17.37.
There's my teammate starting to drop time.
Down into the 17.7s. That's pretty good there. Might still need a few more tips there.
Still braking late.
Still is braking just a little bit later there, so might need to bring back that braking zone into turn number 2. 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in this qualifying session. Thank you, Jaden, for the suggestion. Sounds great now. Thanks so much.
Glad to know my voice is better than yours.
A little upsetting, but with 3 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. Who can beat BT Clutch? Will it be the employees down in 3rd and 5th position? Dawn. Who is Dawn? Is it that has to be
There's some new racers here who have not even raced league.
So that's right, Subi and Dean. Subi and Dean, they are our 2 drivers. They are going to be teammates here today. So Dean, his racer name is Roadrunner. We're not going to be able to see that on the timing sheets here. But I'm surprised Carl not down into the 16s yet. He is a leaguer here. Quite a regular, even more surprisingly so, is that our employee in 3rd position has not broken the 16s yet, not even really close. Hasn't dropped below a 17:09. Got to find a 10th there.
This just goes to show the drivers that can find those little extra tenths, because the bottom 3 are all within 2 tenths of each other, and then there's another 2-tenth gap, and they're all close together. It's finding those little fine details, when to turn in, when to brake, when to get back on the power. That's what makes the difference around here.
We have really seen in this last qualifier on this exact track in league last week, I believe it was 3rd through 5th was separated by 3/1000ths of a second.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you weren't here for that. Yeah, so they were all separated by 3/1000ths. 482, 484, 485.
It reminds me of me and Stu all last league season, where we were just thousandths of a second off of each other in every single session.
Exactly. So, hey, James, good. Hey, bud, I love the labs. What's up, Simba? How you doing? Glad to hear from you again. I haven't talked to you for a little while, but stick around, see this race going on, and hopefully you enjoy yourself. Sit back, grab some popcorn, and have a good night. So, it's a little weird. We haven't really seen any development of this track here. Subi with the interesting strategy of putting his head down into the steering wheel. Kart number 10. I don't know if you
got to get that drag.
You do got to get that little bit of human DRS going down the pit straight here, the long straight here, breaking into the turn 2. Looks like he did hit the apex pretty nicely there, but his kart did hop out a little bit wide. So we only have 40 seconds remaining in this qualifier, so if anybody can pull out a hero lap,
now's the time to do it.
It really is the time to do it. The white flag is now out. And BT Clutch is now on his final lap. I'm still very surprised we have not seen any track evolution here.
It might just be down to those front tires not giving too much response.
Of course, the rear tires were just changed as well, so checkered flag is out, and it looks like BT Clutch is going to take pole position with a 16.955, which honestly is a little bit surprising because in practice before the stream, we had a 16.75, so that was by Subi's teammate, Roadrunner. It was 0.3 faster. Maybe it might not have been the greatest decision to bring Subi out, who does have a 17.015. Almost beat out Carl, who has that 17 flat. So your final results are BT Clutch in pole position with a 16.955, and the timing sheet's away. So I can't say it again.
Daryl.
Come on, Daryl. I can see it on the replay here, though. So in pole position, we have BT Clutch in first position with 16.955. Chronic with a 17 flat. Don't see 0.000 very often here. Subi with a 17.015, very close between the two drivers. Joe, who is our junior leaguer, 17.271. He's going to be teamed up with Enderbeast here. We have seen her in a few endurance races before. Then we have Don, a newcomer here for the endurance races. I don't remember seeing him here. And then Drew's teammate up here in the commentary booth, rounding out the order in 6th position. This is one of the only endurance races this year that we have seen 6 teams. It's only filled up with 7.
There was still a spot left.
There was still a spot left, but you know, the good old change in the pocket is all gone, and it's already gone to Daryl.
Yep. Yes, it has.
It's already gone to Daryl.
Well, I'm not going to jinx myself like I did last time and expect myself to get back up to 3rd, but I got some work cut out for me here.
You definitely do have some work cut out. You got 5 drivers to pass.
I'm not sure those cheating employees are pretty fast.
Thomas, let's go, Rubiks. Thank you. Hopefully I don't choke too much this time and can keep the stream a little entertaining, especially through the lulls. And now I know what to do during the lulls.
So proud of you. I've taught you so well.
There is a lull right now, so between qualifying and the race. So today I'm going to plug Three Rivers Karting here today, which is the facility that we are at today. So if you guys are around the Pittsburgh area, want to do some nice karting, want to go on this track that you're seeing right now, head on down to Three Rivers Karting. You can do an arrive and drive, $20. $20 for one race. 2 races is going to cost you $40. 3 races, you get a little bit of a discount. You get $50 for 3 races. You don't even have to use all 3 races. You could buy 3, do 1, come back later, and do the other 2 at another time. You could also do, I believe, 5 races for $80 and 8 races for $100. So we also have here axe throwing. Axe throwing is going to be, I don't exactly know what the prices are for that, but there is the annual race license. So once a year, you got to pay $7. If you pay for the 5 or 8 race package, you do get that free annual race license for $7 included with your package. Some other things that we have here are race packages. The Mini Grand Prix, you get 1 qualifying heat race and 1 feature heat race for $40 per person. You can do the Grand Prix, which is a 4-minute practice session, 1 qualifying heat race, and 1 feature heat race. Race against your friends around this track. See who's the fastest and see exactly who can come out on top. For $55, just $5 more, you get 2 qualifying heat races, and then you get a feature heat race. So you get 2 chances to actually qualify. So maybe your first one wasn't great. You got another chance to try and improve on your lap time, and then you get a heat race with your friends. For a grand total of $60, the Super Pro Grand Prix, you get 1 practice session, 2 qualifying heat races, and then you get your feature heat race. So you get 3 different opportunities to try to set a fast lap, try to get used to the track here, and then battle against your friends around the track here. So you basically get yourself a little bit of a league. What's up, Tom? Dab it in the chat, I see. So once again, all race packages must be used on the same day. So one last thing that I'm going to talk about now is the birthday package. Birthday package is going to be $350. Our birthday package is for 8 racers. Each racer will get 2 races. Also included in that package is going to be 1 hour in the party room, 2 large 1-topping pizzas for all of your friends to share, and family, of course. You get 2 2-liters of soda of your choice, and a t-shirt, free t-shirt for the birthday person, all for $350. So, thank you guys for joining us here for the Three Rivers Karting qualifier. I am going to be leaving here just shortly. Please stay tuned for this 45-minute race, especially the race start. It's going to be very interesting. All right, don't go anywhere, anybody. All right, everybody, I am back. I hope nobody left. Everyone stayed exactly right where they were. So during practice, how did the carts look? Pretty smooth. Is everything looking all right? I have to restrict it because of the computer to 480p, but somebody let me know in the chat exactly as the race is going on. Just let me know how everything's looking. See if I got to change anything, any settings, how the audio's sounding, anything like that. So the drivers are now going into their carts, their first carts that they have. And so we're actually going to see, all right, Don was his name. I have a sheet up here for exactly how many times everyone's pit. So we're actually, I got to keep track up here. Now we'll actually know. Got to pay attention and see when everyone's going to be pitting. And we'll just have to see how everything goes. So anybody at home, during the race, feel free to type in chat, type whatever you want. And so we have Joe actually up here if you want to say anything. What's up, Joe?
How are you?
I'm all right. Good luck in the race today.
Thank you. I have to figure out our stuff now.
Yeah, exactly. Go do some math. Figure out exactly when to pit and all that stuff. So, feet off the pedals. So the carts are now all in caution mode. We have all 6 drivers out on the grid. BT Clutch. He's going to be our only driver who doesn't have a teammate. So I believe Don might not have one, but our pole position driver, who is in cart number 1, he is one of our only solo drivers. He did elect to take off the sweatshirt. So he is in the white shirt now instead of that bright gold. So speed 2 for everybody. Everyone's going out onto speed 2, warming up their tires as much as they can with what they have. So now the pit exit and entry are going to be opened here shortly. Just got to make sure that they do that. Hopefully they do that, because I wonder if they remember to do that or not. Let's see if somebody needs to be reminded about that. Maybe Hunter's going to do it on his way back. Just checking to make sure that everybody is in the correct position. Sorry if my voice gets a little bit quieter. I'll be looking around the track a little bit, looking to my left, seeing exactly what's going on, but gonna move the mic here a little bit. Sorry for the little bit of audio that you might hear in the meantime, but just moving it to be right in front of me so that you can hear me a little bit clearer. All right, just wanted to make sure that they had that pit exit open there. The drivers are giving the thumbs up. When the lights go out, we are racing. And it's here we go here at Three Rivers Karting. It looks like car number 20, Knight, got a really bad start, and car number 8's going to try to go on the outside of her, and he does make the move going around the outside around turn 2. You don't see that very often, but he just sent it all the way around the outside, and now Knight has a little bit of pressure from car 20 behind. He got a little bit spun out, and that's going to be Rabiota pinched into the corner there, trying to do a double overtake. And BT Clutch does keep his pole position, but right behind is going to be Subi, the employee, going to be really trying to go and catch up to BT Clutch. So BT Clutch is in first place. Following BT Clutch is Subi, Chronic in third, Joe fourth, Xenos fifth, and Dawn, unfortunately, is now in 6th place. Of course, that is Drew driving for Xenos right now. And like I said, Subi is right on the back of BT Clutch. Subi has already set a faster time than anybody has set in qualifying, especially BT Clutch, who is trying to fend off Subi behind. He has a 16.945. So we actually do have Joe, who Enderbeast is in right now, and it looks like that Xenos did make his way past Carl. Carl's teammate is Knight, I believe. Knight is going to be Carl's teammate, unless he's just here to have some fun. But let me see. That's, yeah, Carl, yeah, Chronic. So Knight is Carl's teammate. Knight is out in cart number 20. And then we have Dawn rounding out our field. Man, Subi is just right on the back of BT Clutch. Cannot seem to get past just yet. Might have a look up the inside, but he does not. He tries to push him a little bit wide here, but he fails to do so going into turn 2. He's losing a ton of time behind him. I wonder if he's going to fight it or if he's going to do an early dive into the pit lane. No. Why did he use the blue flag? I'm a little confused about that decision. I didn't think that the blue flag was allowed to be used for these endurance races, because of course that was for position. But Subi did get past BT Clutch, ended up getting past him. I think he did get the blue flag marker. Got a little bit sideways, and now Drew's gonna have a look going up on Enderbeast up ahead, giving a little bit of a bump going into turn 2, and he does get the move done. Gets a full cart's length ahead going into the first hairpin. Enderbeast was a little bit passive going into that. Didn't fight it all too hard. Subi with a 16.775. Now that he is free, he can run away. Once again, I'm a little bit surprised by that blue flag decision. Let me know in chat exactly what you guys think of that decision there. Once again, also let me know how the audio is looking, how the audio is sounding and how the video is looking for everybody. Just keep me updated on that. Make sure it's not lagging too bad. Make sure everyone's happy at home. So once again, we now have 41 minutes. That was only 3 minutes of action. 3 minutes. And now the carts are all separated. So it does look like that Subi is already catching up. 16.66. So this is actually a repeat of the previous league that we saw with actually Renegade going that 16.5 right off the gate. But 16.66 is quite the fast lap. And cart number 8 is quite the good cart as well. Dawn is really leaving all of these carts a lot of space going into all of these corners here. Subi going across the line, 16.656. He is flying right now. That track is quite fast right now. And we're seeing cart number 8 just pulling ahead of BT Clutch. There's already a 2.8 second gap between the two cars. And they were just battling for the lead not too long ago. He just gained 0.5 of a second on him. So this is bound to happen in an endurance race. I mean, now all the drivers are just worried about, finishing out their stint. 16.655 Subi is going. I believe that's Dean in the cart. Dean is in the cart currently. So, yeah, 16.655. He is the faster of the duo. And that looks like Enderbeast is going up the inside, going up into turn 2 there. Dawn giving all of the space needed. Is a little bit off the pace of all of the other drivers, about 0.6 a lap, which that really does add up on a track like this. So hopefully he might be able to watch this film back, see exactly what he's doing differently against the other drivers, and might be able to improve on his laps. But Xenos is into the 16.9s, who is of course Drew. He's trying to catch BT Clutch ahead, but I don't believe he is actually going to catch them. A lot of these drivers are probably going to go a little bit longer on their stints, because this is actually one of the first endurance races that we've seen where all of the drivers are super spaced out apart. Like, there's not even anything close to a battle happening now. Everybody's at least, the closest battle is between Ratmiata and Enderbeast behind, and Enderbeast just not very satisfied with her times, but she is starting to gain. Oh, excuse me, sorry, she is not gaining on Xenos ahead. I've had it flipped in my head there, but yeah, so Drew is starting to pull away from Drew ahead. And it looks like that Subi is going to be lapping Don once again, staying well out of the way of Subi. Subi is setting some very quick, consistent lap times now of a 16.668. Audio sounds really good, to be honest. Thanks, DG, for that. Just wanted to make sure that everything is good. Everything's looking all right. Hope you're enjoying your stay here. Hopefully you can, DG, you can stop by one day, do a few races at Three Rivers Karting, maybe join this endurance race, be on the live stream. So once again, BT Clutch is starting to get closer and closer to his fastest lap time, but he is not anywhere close to Subi. He is consistently down in the 16.7s. He is just flying, and he is just soaring ahead. Did make a little bit of a mistake going into the second corner. They're not too confident on the brakes, getting the back end a little bit sideways. And it does look like somebody is into the pits already. So who is that into the pits? Going into cart number 15. I got to do my check mark. Let's see. Is that Don? That is not Don. Is that Don's teammate? I believe that is actually Don's teammate. So I think... yep. So that is going to be Don's teammate. I'm going to put a check mark for his first pit. He is now going out on the road now. So Don now coming out of the pits. Cart number 15 for him. So once again, Subi with just the incredible lap times. 16.7, 16.6. I used to work there. I love that place. Always will. Watching for Dean and Subi tonight. Well, they are in the lead, DG. So hopefully you're really excited about that one. And it looks like BT Clutch did actually lap. Who is that? Chronic in P5. So that is going to be your lap car. And yes, that I was correct. Don was into the pits. Whoever is pitting next is going to be getting cart number 6, which is widely renowned actually here as one of the fastest carts here. It can set some really fast lap times here, especially around this track here. We have seen it in the past. And we are now hitting the 9-minute mark, which is going to be the optimal pit strategy for having the 45-minute race here because of the 9-minute stints. You must pit 4 times. I'm still the defending champ. What's up, Little Pickle? I think Wags is the defending champ, if I am not mistaken. DJ Pickle, if I am correct, if that is Little Pickle, I'm glad to see that you are back in a cart, and I hope you are having a good time. I haven't talked to you for a little while, so hopefully I get to see you soon. Might be doing a league in the near future. So yes, so lots of people are diving into the pits now. I believe that is Ender Beast going into the pits. Cart number 13. Yep, that is one pit for Ender Beast. That is Ender Beast's first pit, and that is Carl's first pit as well. So that is, once again, yes, a very mad dash for the pits indeed. Cart number 8, that's Subi going into the pits. So that's their first pit stop. So still yet to pit is BT Clutch, who has his hand really high up into the air. Rat Miata is now pitting. He is serving his pit. And now Knight is going to be going out. So mad dash for the pits. Like I said, once again, it's going to be a lot of traffic now going into the pit lane because of it. And maybe might not have been the most optimal time to pit for these drivers, but everybody has now served their first pit stop. So we are going to see the timing sheets really start to shift up here a little bit. We're going to have Drew join us up in the commentary booth with us. It's Matt. Oh, what's up, Matt? My bad. Rubiks, how is your fastest lap going? I am currently, my fastest lap, I do not have it because of some timing issue. I did have a 7:12 at one point. But it did not count for whatever reason. So, yeah, what's up, Matt? Yeah, you are the defending champ. Hey, Pickle out here, what's up? So glad to see some people in chat. We do have 9 viewers right now, so thank you everybody for stopping by. And now we have Drew back into the box with us.
I'm mad.
He is an angry boy. So what exactly happened out there on the track?
Well, as you can see, I had an amazing first stint.
You did have a very good first stint. Moved up the grid a little bit more than what you thought.
Moved up to 3rd.
Did move up to 3rd, and you are now in 4th, 5th.
Yeah.
A little unfortunate.
We got a penalty. Apparently you have to pit signal when you're coming into the pits as well.
So that's another penalty for Drew, that he was with ignorance to the rules, unfortunately, and just did not signal enough.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that matter.
Might be for the best, but
yeah.
So we are in 5th position. Everybody has served their first pit stops, and we are 12 minutes into this race. There was a mad dash for the pits, and I was a little bit surprised that that's going to be BT Clutch, I believe, going up the inside.
I think that's. I think that. Oh, is that Dean?
Where is Dean? Dean already started. That is Subi, actually. That is Subi. Dean was doing the first stint there. He set a 16.655 out on that first stint, way faster than anybody else out on track. And I'm honestly a little bit surprised to see them out into 2nd position. Might have had a little bit of a compromised pit stop as a result, and BT Clutch is now back in the lead.
The gap isn't all that close. Gap's pretty close.
It is actually pretty close. 1.7 seconds between the two drivers, and it was at 6 or 7 seconds by the time they pitted. So lost about 8 or 9 seconds in the pit stop. Might have been from a driver swap, as BT Clutch is doing this whole race solo. So Joe has matched Carl's fastest lap time out in qualifying of a 17.000. Carl is now out on track, set a 16.933. I'm not sure if he set that or if that was Knight out on the track who set that lap time. Carl might be still getting grips with his cart. He is in cart number 6, so that is one of the faster laps, as Joe is trying to make a little bit of a look, going up onto Xenos right up ahead. A little bump from behind from Joe.
Oh.
It actually makes Xenos stab on the brakes a little bit. Might not have been the smartest decision, but really need to get a little bit more of experience in these carts. And that looks like Subi is now caught up in a little bit of traffic, trying to really catch up to BT Clutch ahead, and cannot do so. Lost 2 tenths on that lap, and is going to lose
He's in
even
traffic,
more.
that's why.
He is in a lot of traffic. BT Clutch is in a very, very clean air. The cart that is actually next up is Carl, who is just going through the hairpin now, and he does have a lot of space in front of him. He just lost another 3 tenths on that lap, but Subi is now passed, and he can now try to make the mad dash up into BT Clutch right up ahead. 11, 12 concurrent viewers. It is great to see everybody here watching this endurance race. Thank you for everybody for stopping by. Pretty good turnout for this, seeing that only about 5 people went for this last one. So once again, thanks for stopping by. Keep posted in the chat. I'll be reading your chats there. And have a good time. Even chat with each other in the chat. Doesn't always have to be towards me. You could interact with everybody.
I'm here. Ask me some questions.
You could also ask Drew some questions. He is our team radio for today.
Team radios. Ugh. That's being generous. Joe getting through some lap traffic.
Joe is starting to get through some lap traffic, and now he is into some clean air there. Now he's going to try to make a little bit of a dash going up into Carl, which I'm not entirely... Where is Carl? Carl is not...
Carl's cart 6.
He is cart 6. He is now going through the second hairpin, so he does have his work cut out for him. He is almost lapped, actually, by Carl. Carl, now stuck in lap traffic, is trying to make his way past. He does try to make a little bit of a dive bomb, scares Don out of the way, and Don does let Carl pass, and now he has his eyes set on trying to lap Joe up ahead, which he might be getting the blue flag.
I gotta say, my fight with Enderbeast there at the beginning, she wasn't too happy.
So Matt asked, Drew, oh wait, so you swap when the cart is ready, turn it up, and everything, or do you need it started up? So if you actually look in the bottom left of your screen, you can see the carts are flashing. Those carts are on. Those are the next carts ready for the cart swap. Those are already in caution, so as soon as you're ready and the track marshals give you the okay, you are able to push on the gas and you are able to go out onto the track. So they are ready for you. Matt has a question for Drew. Drew, how does it feel to have penalties?
Probably how it feels when Wags beat you, Matt. Just throwing that out there. When you're running a fine line, when you're racing wheel to wheel, there's gonna be a few bumps and scrapes along the way. It's just part of it. It's just part of racing.
It is indeed part of it. If you have any more questions, DG, make sure to always post them in the chat. And we do have another pit stop from Don, so I believe that is from Don. Going into cart number 7, that's his second pit stop. And we might be actually seeing some people start pitting here in the near future as we are starting to hit that 9-minute mark once again.
Yeah, we're getting close.
We are getting close, so maybe Drew.
Who pitted early? Somebody pitted really early. I was surprised.
That is Don. That was Don that pitted very early. Don
Yeah.
in 6th position.
It was like 5 minutes in, I saw somebody pitting, and I was like, whoa, that's early.
He's having a little bit of a chat with the marshals right now. Maybe himself picked up a little bit of a penalty, not doing the driver swap. I'm not as gone as smoothly as actually Joe gets spun out going in the second hairpin.
Oh!
And he turns in on Carl. Carl has lapped Joe, and Joe starts to punish Carl. And that
Not happy.
He is not happy about that. Joe has just been lapped. So Subi, his laps are starting to drop off now, and that is Subi into the pit lane now. It has his hand nice and high for his second pit stop, and now Dean, the quicker of the duo, is now going to be into the pit lane.
Are you the one counting the pit stops?
Yes.
Early?
Hunter gave me the sheet, and he goes, "You'll be better at it than I am." So now I am counting the pits.
I see. Well, I gotta go get ready for my next stint. Matt, if you're the defending champ, why aren't you defending it right now?
Oh, he said I didn't have any penalties when I won. There's about a 30-second delay on the stream, so let's see exactly if we will get a response or not.
Well, I paid for all my experience. I don't think he did.
It's getting a little bit toxic up in here in the commentators booth with the viewers and the commentators.
Oh, when I see other league racers in the chat, of course I'm gonna pick on them.
All right, good luck, Drew. Alrighty, so now I am back to solo. Ooh, that is Dawn going a little bit wide, trying to let cart number 14 pass as much as he can, but really struggling with that front end grip as a result. So Subi did get that early pit stop, and that is, who is that? That is Joe into the pits now. So Joe is now served his second pit stop. Subi, 16.63, new fastest lap of the race. Might be able to see a 16.5 now. Trying to make a mad charge going up the grid as much as he can. Enderby's trying to get the pedals all situated for her. Getting the belt all situated for her as well. So we'll see exactly. I'll be doing the next Enduro. Matt, you might have to come out of retirement. So Matt is going to be doing the next endurance race with us. So I'm excited to see him. Yes, sir. From DG. So awesome. Can't wait to see Matt back out here on the track. Subi, 16.568. Holy cow. And that is BT Clutch raising his hand nice and high to pit into, they're getting the carts ready. Who's that into the pits? That is Nikki and Carl. So Carl just did their pit stop, and that's BT Clutch into the pits as well. So the only person now to pit is going to be Drew's team. So leaving out the newbie out there to try to set some laps, try to get a little bit more consistent out there, really trying to make the most out of this experience here. I'm going to move the microphone back to in front of me, so once again, sorry for the little bit of noise, but alrighty, so Subi, he is flying 16.539. That is some quick times. We now have a three-way train, and it looks like Nicky and Enderbeast are now fighting. And they are actually fighting for position. Enderbeast is going around the outside and successfully does so. And Enderbeast is going to move up. That might have been a lapped car. Might have been lapped. They might have gotten a penalty. And that is Drew's teammate Xenos into the pits. So Drew is now going to be back out into the cart. And he wasn't running to his cart. Maybe he got a little bit of a penalty. I'm not sure why he wasn't running. A little bit unheard of from him. So right now, your top three is Subi in first, BT Clutch in second, and Joe rounding out the podium. Who is, of course, Enderbeast now. I just still can't believe Subi's lap times. I mean, he is consistently setting those lap times in the two karts that he's had. 16.67 is just... he is way ahead of all the other drivers. Some tight racing, Joel, that's for sure. What's up, Joel? I hope you're enjoying your time away from Pittsburgh. And I hope that everything is going well. We actually have a three-way battle going into turn 2 here. That's going to be Subi trying to get through some lap traffic. Trying to lap BT Clutch. And that's actually Nicky up ahead as well. So going through turn 2, a little bit of a lift from BT Clutch. And Subi's having a little look up the inside. He does battle BT Clutch. BT Clutch does give up the position a little bit easy because he is, of course, lap traffic. He's going to give up that position. Now he is on the dash going up to Nicky. Of course, Carl Chronic up ahead, who's on 69 laps. Subi with 75, BT Clutch with 74, Joe 73, Carl 69, Zeno 67, Donna 67. So they're actually both on the same lap. Zenos is actually down into last position. I believe they did actually get another penalty for not raising the hand maybe high enough. So we'll have to see exactly, because now they are in last place, unfortunately. 10 laps behind the leader. I'm not entirely sure of exactly how much time he can make up. Maybe he might be able to get past Dawn ahead, but seems a little bit unlikely on this occasion. So once again, for everybody joining us back here, anybody who wasn't here in between the qualifying and the race, come on down to Three Rivers Karting for your... it looks like actually Ratmiot is making his way past Nicky, trying to get past there, so does unlap himself. Come on down to Three Rivers Karting. You might be able to do an endurance race yourself here. It's $100 if you do it by yourself, $50 if you do it with a team. Everybody has to pay $50 in your team. Of course, it's 2 people. And you can also come down in here and do some axe throwing. Come down here, do some axe throwing. And also mini golf. $6 for mini golf, I believe it is. $6 or $7. So not too expensive. You can do some mini golf here in the dark and then go out and do some karting. Do it all. I also want to say about our sponsors. We do have True Form Car Club, who does do events here from time to time. We also have Mike's Place. Mike's Place is the Italian restaurant just down the road from Three Rivers Karting. You pass it on the way here. Some great pizza there. Go ahead and stop by, get some pizza, and then come here for some go-karting. And you might even be able to catch a car meet while you're here. So stay tuned on their Instagram and Facebook page of Three Rivers Karting to see exactly what events are going to be happening. Have fun, fellas. Aruba is amazing. Glad to hear, Joe. I hope you enjoy your time down there. So, all right, now back to the action. Exactly what action is happening now. So Drew is trying to catch up. He's going to try to unlap himself from BT Clutch, who has improved his lap time. He has a 16.829 now. And Joe is in third position, 16.885. Carl with a 16.870, so pretty close with the fastest laps. And then you got Subi, 16.539. Now that is something you do not see very often unless your name is Matt Pickle. Alrighty, so yep, that was Don leaving the pit lane. And now once again there is a little bit of a lull once again. I mean, these drivers are just pretty far between each other. There's just not a whole lot of fighting going on, but compared to our other endurance races, I don't think we'll be seeing a yellow caution flag in this one. I believe we saw one in 2 endurance races ago. We did have a yellow flag because there was a kart that died actually on the track. Pushed a little bit too long, went 8 minutes on a stint, or 12 minutes on a stint, which is, of course, pushing it just a tiny bit longer than what is optimal. 17 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here at Three Rivers Karting. I hope everyone's enjoying their time. Yeah, I mean, Subi is 2 laps ahead of everybody else. And at the moment, as long as they do not give themselves a penalty, it looks like that they do have this race in the bag. In second place, we have BT Clutch, 2 laps behind. A little bit of fighting going into the first corner there. And we do have Subi and Knight going out a little bit. I believe Subi was making his way past Knight. Lost a little bit of time into the 17.4s. But that's where everybody else kind of is. And we do have a driver into the pit lane. That is BT Clutch. He has 1 pit stop remaining. Hurrying up, buckling up as quickly as he can. And if this pit is, if this pit goes well, might be able to make up some time. His foot is now hard on the loud pedal, and that is, who is that? Nikki into the pits as well. Nikki is into the pits. Everybody is now on speed 2. And okay, there we go. That was a little weird, a little bit of pit stop frustration going on. A little bit of also pit stop confusion going on. Now Carl is trying to figure out what seat he's going into, and that's Enderbeast back into the pits as well. And Subi, is Subi in the pits? Yes, Subi is also in the pits. I missed that. And so all the drivers who are making a pit stop, they did actually get a little bit more time because all the drivers were out on speed 2. They are screwing up right now. Unfortunately, they're messing up their speeds, and Drew is not very happy. Nothing is really going their way now in this endurance race. Nothing really happening for him that is actually going right. So I can definitely tell that there's a little bit of frustration for him, and we might actually see more frustration as he comes back up into the commentary box. The hand is nice and high for Drew here. And he does try to send it up the inside, and now the caution's out again. They are messing up these transponders now. Very unfortunate. Drew is now into the pits, and now all of the drivers only have 1 more pit stop to serve. 14 minutes remaining. Very unfortunate for Drew. We're definitely going to have to see it. What is the age requirement for the endurance race? That is a very good question. Sorry for not seeing that earlier. But there was a lot going on the track. I believe if you are on pro speed, I believe you are able to do the endurance race. So I'll ask Drew as well, but I think if you're on Pro Speed, you're allowed to do the endurance race. We do have a 15-year-old and two 15-year-olds, I believe, in this race right here. That is Joe. So I believe if you can make it onto Pro Speed, I believe you are good to go for the endurance race. Good question. 100 laps here at Three Rivers Karting. BT Clutch and Subi on the same lap. So, like I said, there was a little bit of time to be made up. And Drew is now running to the commentary box to give his 2 cents on what happened out there.
They didn't change my cart number. I was out there for about 10 laps without my cart being registered. Meanwhile, my teammate gave me 40 seconds of penalties. You think they would have the time?
And they also put you out on caution. They also put you all on speed too. Well, they put everybody on the same speed.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, you probably saw my pace. I was pushing like crazy.
Your pace was decent. It was pretty good there. 16.8. It's definitely up there. But Subi, still 16.8 all the time. That is Subi out there. And that was who was that? Dean setting the 16.539. He was 2 laps ahead of BT Clutch, and now with a little bit of a pit stop mishap, they're only about 10 seconds apart. So this is still anybody's race. There is still one more pit stop to serve. So it still could be Subi or BT Clutch. They could still have this in the bag.
Oh man, that's frustrating.
Definitely is frustrating. I believe it's always, once a race, there is always a transponder issue where they do not change your cart number.
I was yelling at them when I was going down the front straight, turn my cart on, and then finally.
Very unfortunate. I mean,
it sucked because, like, I got out on track and I was like, oh, this cart has some power. Here we go. And I look up to see what my outlap was.
And it wasn't there. Yeah, we couldn't hear you up there, but whenever the caution flag came out, I did hear you a little bit screaming, "Come on!"
I was on a charge.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you know what? I still have some time to make up. This cart's got some pace. I can go for it. Nah.
Speed 2 happened. So that was a little bit of a virtual safety car, if you will, for some drivers who were actually in the pit lane. And I believe that is how BT Clutch caught up to Subi, is those the issues with the speeds. While BT Clutch was in the pit stop, he got a little bit of a faster pit stop than what Subi was actually able to do. So he did catch up on a little bit of time, but Subi is starting to gap him. 10-second gap between the two, and it does seem like
it's about 2/3 of the track.
2/3 of the track that he does have to make up. So, we're going down to the final 10 minutes here, and it does look like Subi, with 111 laps so far, is your race leader. He was your race leader since lap 2. We'll see if he can keep that. They do need a good pit stop, because they do have the disadvantage of having a little bit of a slower pit stop because of the 2-man team and the new rules at the gate and everything like that.
You're welcome.
BT Clutch does now have a little bit of an advantage, but will fatigue play a little bit of a role here? The adrenaline.
He's still putting in good lap times.
He is still putting in good lap times of a 16.9. He is actually keeping up with Subi ahead, so maybe if he does get a very good pit stop, maybe get a little bit of VSC action going again with a little bit of issue with the transponder. And that is Dawn going in for his final pit stop, raising his hand, going down the pit straight. He now has to raise his hand one more time, going into the pit lane, which he does. He is now on the caution flag, and he is into the pits for the 4th pit stop out of 4. And that is going to be, his teammate is going to be taking this next part to the end.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I lost about 10 laps with no transponder.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate on that case, but maybe we might be able to watch back the replay and see exactly where you would have finished, but that's definitely going to be a little bit tough to see where it all matches up to be.
Yeah.
So you still have one more pit stop to serve as well.
Yeah. I'm saving it for the last few minutes.
And that is Subi raising his hand to go into the pits. So we'll see. Is anybody else going to go into the pits? We are hitting the final 9 minutes, which is, of course, the optimal strategy. That is, yeah, he is going into the pits. A little bit of a late caution for him, which is fortunate for his pit stop because he can carry that speed the whole way down the pit lane and then stop right before slamming into the cart. And he does now have to, oh wait, that is Subi, not BT Clutch. So I checked the wrong one. So Subi is into the pits. So where is BT Clutch? Fell out on the track, but just keep an eye on that. And,
But he's going to be coming out real close.
he is going to come out real close there. We'll see. Is he going to be up ahead? He will be comfortably ahead. No traffic that he had to wait for. He could
But
just
that's
go
Dean
straight.
in the cart now.
That is Dean, the fastest of the duo. He, of course, did set that 16.5, so he's going to be tough to keep up with.
I tell you what, right now I'm struggling in my head because we're only 3 laps behind Dawn. I kind of want to call her in early so I can go on a late charge and get past Dawn, but at the same time, I want her to get the experience.
So BT Clutch is now going into the pit lane. He does have quite a few seconds to try to make up, so he does need to have a really quick pit stop here. He is now diving into the pit lane. He is getting a little bit of a slower pit as a result because they did put on his caution a little bit later than they did for Dean, and that is going to slow him down a little bit, going out of the pits, and now BT Clutch going into cart number 19.
Time to go join the pandemonium.
All right, Drew, have fun on your final stint. I haven't been checking chat, my apologies, and luckily there was nothing in there, so it is going to be BT Clutch coming out he is not in front. So he did lose out on that pit stop. He is in second position. Let's see what exactly the gap is between the two carts here. 14 seconds, so almost a lap. So it is going to be a little bit weird coming back out. Let's see. So yeah, that is Enderbeast into the pits as well. I missed that. I was not looking. So the two still to pit are Rat Miata and Carl. So Nikki still has to dive into the pits. 5 minutes and 43 seconds remaining here. Subi just set a 16.59 Dean in the cart there. So we'll see exactly how the cookie crumbles for the remaining 5 minutes left in here. Not a lot of action that happened today, a little bit unfortunate, but right now we do have a 3-ray battle, and I believe it's going to be Nikki actually going past. Or is that? That is Xeno's actually catching up to Nikki. Oh! And it looks like there's a big scruffle going down the main straight. There's a 5-way battle going through the second corner, going side by side. And that's going to be Nikki trying to make her way, going up the inside. Cannot make it happen and loses out on a ton of positions as a result. I believe she lost 5 spots. And that is going to be Rat Miata, who is Xenos actually raising her hand to go into the pits. Let's 2 carts by. And there's a caution, a full caution for everybody going out. There is, all of the carts are now all bunched up, and that's going to play into the favor of Rat Miata going into the pits now. So Rat Miata is going to be out on the track. So Rat Miata is going to take this final stint, 4 minutes remaining, And still, Nikki yet to pit. Unless I might have missed a pit. I think I might have missed a pit. If I'm not mistaken. Might have to look at the telemetry afterwards, but I think I did end up missing a pit because I don't remember Carl starting the race. I'm actually gonna go back and see exactly who started the race for him. For the duo there. It's a little tough to see exactly who is who. Yeah, it is a little bit tough to see. Might just have to be looking for that helmet. I actually think they have yet to hit. I'm looking out for that white helmet, black shirt. Is that person out in front now? That's BT Clutch, then Subi, then Carl. Okay, they did pit. All right, so she is out on her final stint. All right, that is all cleared up. Everyone has pit. This is your final stint with 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining here at Leedsdale. Who is going to take the checkered flag at the moment? Does look like Subi. Subi has lapped BT Clutch and has been in the lead since lap 3, I believe. Lap 2 or 3. Something like that. Since the beginning, has led over 130 laps here. Setting the fastest lap of the race as well. And let's see exactly how everything will happen. How the cookie crumbles, as some would say. 1 minute and 40 seconds remaining. There are only about 5 or 6 laps remaining in this race. Excuse me. And there are no battles currently happening out on track. So, let's go ahead and try and do something here. I'm going to turn up my mic sensitivity. I'm gonna turn back down my gain so I'm not blasting your guys' ears out. And we are in the final minute. Within the final minute, 40 seconds remaining. The white flag is now out for Subi. All he has to do is take it to the line. Going through the final hairpin. And your race winner, Subi, taking the checkered flag. Not too far behind is BT Clutch in second. Joe taking that third place position, finishing out your podium position. Then we have Carl, who is Knight in fourth. Don in fifth, and due to a transponder issue, in sixth position, who set their fastest lap on that last lap, 16.76, is Drew. So we're going to see taking the victory lap around here is going to be Dean. Congratulations to Dean, and what a race from you. Yes, it was the battle of the employees. But once again, great job to all the racers here. And I hope everyone has a good night. But stay tuned for for driver interviews coming up very, very soon. Do not go anywhere. So we are back for driver interviews. I think this camera angle is a little bit weird for driver interviews, so...
Well, just block me out, Ryan. Just block me out. That's fine.
We'll just focus on the interviewer here.
Have to deal with track marshaling and now you. Man, I can't catch a break today.
Alrighty, well, we did hear a little bit from you let me change this so people can hear me. There we go.
Some people are getting interviewed here.
Yeah, come on. Alrighty.
I really do love this group of league people. It's fun. It's fun that we can just rip on each other. It's great.
Alrighty, well, you already kind of took us through your race, but take us through a little bit more of the details at that final stint there.
That final stint there, I knew that they would have to fix the lap scoring, so I just wanted to go out and pick off as many people as I possibly could. I think I picked off 2 or 3 at the end there. I just wanted to go do some overtakes because I knew my race was kind of done at that point. After an amazing first stint and then getting penalties and the cart not being swapped over, it was a little demoralizing, but at the same time, I'm racing. How bad could it be?
That's facts.
How bad could it be? And
They did give you those 10 laps back.
Yeah, they gave me the 10 laps back, so we didn't finish last, finished 5th. And with 60 seconds worth of penalties, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Alrighty, well,
I mean,
anything else you want to say?
40 of those seconds were not my fault. Just saying, I only got 20. And I didn't touch his precious latch.
All right,
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Drew, for once again joining us. We'll get your teammate in here. Are we gonna get your teammate in here? Drew, you're gonna get your teammate in here? You're gonna get your You're up. Driver interview. All right. We're a little reluctant, so we're gonna bring Carl in, who has.
I'll go after Drew because I'm usually in front of him. You know what I mean?
There you go.
How we doing?
Do him a little bit of a favor. All right, Carl. So this is the first endurance race that we've seen you do here for the live stream, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, live stream. Yeah, I do. I did the first one that they had here to try it out. I can't do 100 laps in a row, man. Shit kills me sometimes. Getting old.
So, yeah, so that's something that we really something that can really tax you. So you were with a teammate today.
Yeah.
So you only did about 70, 75?
Yeah, even though that, my arms are still sore.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
still,
beat up.
you might feel it a little bit tomorrow.
And then I
going
got
through your
league tomorrow.
Yeah, league tomorrow. So, just take me through a little bit of your race strategy there, starting with Knight and then going to you.
My whole strategy was to pass Joe.
Did you succeed?
Yes, I got him twice. Yes. I knew Ender was going to be a little bit of a problem. She's probably one of the best kids out here. I knew Joe was the weak link. I've been practicing with him a little bit. He beats me every once in a while, but I got him this week.
So, anything else you want to say to the viewers out there?
No, man, come down to Three Rivers, man. Have a good time. It's exciting. It's a great time. See if you can beat any of us.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Yep. See you
Thank
later.
you for joining us. See you tomorrow.
I'm not accident like Drew, though.
All right, we'll bring your... All right, so now we have Ender Beast actually coming up next. Returning endurance race driver. Did not go
better
too
than
well.
last time.
It was a little bit better than last time, but take me through exactly what happened in your race today. That didn't go great.
You mean, whatever the heck happened, whatever. Just weird cards for qualifying, because 12 and 17 are really slow sometimes and kick out.
Yeah, sometimes.
So we got that for qualifying. And first round was okay-ish, but it was just times I didn't like. And then, of course, getting bumped around a lot and then T-boned by God knows what.
Well, that's always going to happen, isn't it?
Nate. Wait, no. Drew.
True. Yeah. You're always going to get a little bit bumped around whenever you're with these adult leaguers here.
I might as well get used to it if I'm going to do it in the winter.
Yeah, exactly. So, anything you want to take from this race that you might want to implement into your next one?
Don't get worried about the times because I haven't been here for like a month.
Yeah, exactly. So,
You know, it's the one thing that's focused.
anything else you want to say to the viewers out there?
Don't get cocky, because that's kind of going to be your weakness.
Don't get cocky. Pretty good words of advice from Enderbeast. So hopefully we see you again soon, and have
See
a
you,
good one.
Rubiks.
All right, I guess we'll bring in BT Clutch now. He, of course, finished in second place. He was our pole position. Time is 16.955. So good job from you today. Good finish.
Thank you,
Podium.
thank you.
Second position. Got the silver medal out there today.
Oh, yeah.
So take me exactly what happened today that was a lot different than your previous ones.
Well, I'll tell you, first of all, I was by myself, so I didn't have a teammate. So, like, I didn't know I was going to be the only one without a teammate, but, I mean, I think that's a little bit of an advantage, right? Because I don't have to wait for a teammate to swap in. But I can't get that, you know, knowing which card is coming up next, like
Exactly.
you could with a teammate. But,
Yeah.
I mean, that and just all the racing I've done between the first endurance and this endurance, and all the stuff I've learned from League and talking to all these guys, that's
It's all experience. I mean,
It is.
the
It's-
more experience you get, really, especially in an endurance race, like the faster you're going to be able to go in particular.
I have a lot of stamina too from playing basketball, so I think that might attribute to it a little bit, but it was fun though. That's all that matters.
That is really
And
all
Dean,
that matters.
Dean is fast. That guy
He was
as
very
soon as
quick
put
today.
up a 16.7 in qualifying, and I was like, come on. Or practice actually, not even qualifying. It was practice.
Yeah, he sent out
16.7.
Subi to sandbag a little bit, I think.
Because I started the race. I just saw Subi on the board behind me. I didn't know that Dean was starting the race, so I wasn't prepared for all the.
All the bumping from
So-
behind. He was gaining on you 0.3 a lap.
He's crazy, man. I'm gonna go back and watch the stream and just focus on him.
Exactly. You definitely might be able to see some things that you could improve on in the future. But
Absolutely.
anything else you want to say to the viewers out there?
Oh, just, that if you've never tried karting before, don't be scared. I know a lot of friends of mine, they say, I don't want to look scary. Like, the fun outweighs the scariness. But that's all I have to say, I guess.
That's all
Hopefully I'm here
adrenaline
next
is,
time.
isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Have a good one, man.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, who's next? All right, so now we have Hunter, who is, what's your title?
The competition director.
The competition director.
Kind of a big deal.
He is a little bit of a big deal here at Three Rivers Karting. So he was not a track marshal. I made that mistake earlier. He's not a track marshal. He was the competition director tonight. So just kind of take me through what your jobs were today, exactly what you could improve on for the next one, and what you thought you did well.
We had quite a few mess ups tonight. We missed a couple of some kart swaps. It's my job down there to make sure everything gets done right. Wasn't quite done right tonight. So for next week, definitely, we made some changes in the middle of the race. I went from being the guy telling the people coming into the pits which lane to go into, and then I was going to be the guy charging the car, putting the carts in a charger, checking those seat belts, making sure they're good to go. I ended up ending the race being the one that was unassigning carts and reassigning carts because we had quite a few issues there. So once I took over, it was a lot smoother. So I think next week moving forward, I think that's kind of the key position. So that's where I'll stay.
That's good to hear that. Every single time that you're going to be doing this, it's always something that you can improve on. So
Right.
It's definitely good to make things go a lot smoother and make all the drivers happy.
Right,
Especially if Wags was out here, he would be.
Oh man,
He'd be
Wouldn't-
in your ear.
wouldn't hear the end of it,
You
but
would never hear the end of it.
it's rough. We didn't have our ace team today. We were gonna have Daryl. He ended up not being here today, so I kind of took over, took the torch. Crashed and burned a little bit, but I think we bounced back. Learned a few things. We'll apply things to the next enduro. Go from there.
All right. Well, any last words you want to say to everybody else?
I don't think so. I think we're good.
All righty. Well, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
All right. And Joe, do you want to do it? All right. So. All right. So I'm going to take.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us here at Three Rivers Karting once again, and I hope you guys enjoyed this endurance race format. Anything else you guys want to put in chat to improve on in the future for these next coming endurance races? Please let us know. Even just put in the comments of maybe some of the social media things. Maybe if you want to join or anything like that. Stop by, do a few races, do some axe throwing, eat some snacks, come with some friends, do some mini golfing, do whatever you want, and have some fun with some of your friends. So everybody, have a good night, and thank you for joining us.